Yesterday we had Madaraka Day celebrations in Wajir County, as you can see in these images. Now in this video, I want us to look into what went down during the Madaraka Day celebrations, and so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, from how I see President Ruto, he's a chronic people pleaser. He's the type of guy to do or say anything to anyone, so long as it makes them happy in that moment, and he gets to look good. With him, it's all about optics. For instance, I don't understand why he went to Wajir to do an apology tour because of so-called marginalization of the region. Just listening to this.
I want to tell you that on behalf of the people of Kenya, today, as I stand here as president and leader of our great nation, to the people of Kenya, in northern Kenya, for this marginalization, I want to apologize on behalf of the nation of Kenya. Poleni sana ndugu zetu.
I mean, which marginalization is Ruto apologizing about when out of the 47 Shah county directors, Aden Duale installed 13 Kenyan Somalis? That's roughly 28% of all Shah directors. Not even Kikuyus, who have the largest population, have been that well represented. So that apology made no sense. Ilikuwa tu ni ya kubamba raia. And in any case, the question people are asking, hii marginalization ambayo umegundua leo wakati uko Wajir. Remember, umekuwa president for 3 years and some months. You've been deputy president for another 10 years. Ulikuwa CS. In one way or another, you've sat in all these cabinets. It means you are the cause of the marginalization. You should apologize on your own behalf, because as president, if you go out and apologize, hii apology ni kaa imetoka kwetu sisi wote. Sisi hatuhusiki na marginalization. We work very well with people from Wajir. They work very well with us. There is no issue in between the two groups, if at all there is even a group to begin with. Kwa hivyo hii marginalization ni wewe unaijua, wewe ndio umekuwa kwa serikali, unajua vile muliipanga. Apologize on your own behalf, not as president. This is not a wrong that has been done by others. Imefanywa na wachache, and this is one of the people who has done it. Number two, Ruto said nothing about Ebola or the high cost of living. Instead, he opted to wait till night time to call in a few journalists to the state lodge, as you can see in these images. And even then, instead of talking about Ebola and the high cost of living, he started talking about Uhuru Kenyatta and broad-based. Here's a tip.
Of these things, I discussed with the former Prime Minister. I explained to him my thoughts, and he agreed with me. I also sat down with the former president, and I told him, this is what I am thinking. And I asked them to work with me to develop, the next 15, 20 years of what Kenya should look like. Yeah. We will continue to work with everybody who wants to work with us. Unfortunately, some people are short-termist. They are looking at the next election. The next election is okay. We can discuss about the next election. But what is important for Kenya? It's not necessarily the next election. It is, how do we see the next generation? How do we see...
Which next generation are you talking about? Kama unaleta Ebola na unapandisha cost of living. Will there ever be a next generation? Ebola doesn't know that you are 10 years, 30, 50, 60, so long as you have come in contact with it. Hivi tu, so long as you've come in contact, iko na wewe. 21 days is as much as you can get, especially if uko mashinani na kabla hata mupate pesa ya kupanda gari kuenda mahali kuna facility ndo upimwe wagundwe ni Ebola waanze kukupea matibabu, you'll be long gone. And even worse for the rest of the population, if you have that money to go to that healthcare facility. Juu ukiingia Bolt umepea dereva, ukiingia matatu hizi viti zote unashika kukohoa umepea watu kwa matatu. Ukifika hospitali kwa lobby, mwingine amekuja hapo amesprain shoulder lakini anatoka na slingshot na Ebola. Please, let's not talk about a future generation when we're implementing policies that ensure their extinction. Number 3, elsewhere during Madaraka Day celebrations, particularly Kilifi, Governor Mungaro was accosted during a rally, and instead of standing around like Ruto usually does, he took evasive maneuvers. Just have a look at this video.
Nimechoka kusikia mama anakufa hospitali na mambo ya uzazi. Halutakubali tena, tafadhali tusaidiane. Mwisho.
If you ask me, from that video alone, we can extract the photo of the day when it comes to Madaraka celebrations, and this is it. Anywho, let's head on over to X to see what Kenyans on X had to say in response to Ruto's Madaraka Day celebration tweet. And in fact, we'll start with the president's own tweet, then head over to the responses. And I quote, so this is what Ruto had to say: "The historic Madaraka Day celebrations in Wajir County is without question the most consequential of my lifetime and political career. Today we are confronting and correcting a historical injustice that has endured for more than 6 decades. For far too long, the people of Northern Kenya bore the burden of state-sanctioned neglect following the policy direction set out in Sessional Paper Number 10 of 1965. The result was decades of marginalization, underinvestment, and missed opportunities for generations of Kenyans in this region." And this is what Kenyans had to say in response. Shiku M said, "You better visit a psychiatrist for help because the traits of psychopath aren't helping anymore. You can lie to people once, but not all the time. Enough with this nonsense." Upright Leaders said, "Campaign without mudslinging the mountain region. Now that you are the president, Sugoi is not the fastest growing town. In fact, you've benefited more from Kibaki and Uru's government than 99.9% of Kikuyus you are castigating." PGRX said, "And for the last 14 of those marginalization years, you've been either the president or the deputy president. Further, for the last 36 years, you've been at almost every cabinet meeting where this marginalization was enforced. Correct." Alfrison said, "This tribal murderer is killing children and women in Nanyuki on Madaraka Day because his Western masters told him to. This puppet must go. Tribal fellow." Dr. Miguna said, "So tyrant William Ruto loves Ebola virus and Americans than Kenyans who made him president and from whom he has looted hundreds of billions of shillings. Ruto hates Africans and Kenyans so much that he would rather expose them to the most ravenous pandemic under the pretext of hosting a handful of Americans infected with Ebola. Yet America has first-class medical facilities which can care for their citizens while ordinary Kenyans have the most primitive health facilities in the world." Ni ukweli, sisi tunaweza wapea tu mwarubaine na brufen na na maombi ya Rachel Ruto na ya Pastor Dorcas. What more can we offer these Ebola fellows? Mambo ingine, it's good to know your strengths. We don't have that kind of firepower. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my take. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karango Miner switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717-512-483 or visit www.bomahat.com. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707-476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.